I just wanted to say, British Columbia is probably the worst place that I've ever been in my life when it comes to healthcare. British Columbia is a place that they will literally let you die. They will literally let you die. You can go to the hospital with life-threatening symptoms, and they will say you're okay. Doctors out here, very limited. Nobody has a family doctor. Another thing is, they're just 100% just ignorant. Like, I literally got 3 different diagnoses from 3 different doctors. They literally gave me 3 different diagnoses. That's how you know that they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Doctors in the medical system is disgusting. Like, they are, bro, people think that doctors are like educated. Doctors are the least educated. Their education is inaccurate. It's inaccurate. That's why somebody can go to multiple different doctors, city to city, multiple different hospitals, saying let's say 5 years straight, something's wrong with me. I'm sick. Something's wrong with me. Something's wrong with me. It's just stress. It's all in your head. It's all in your head. It's just stress. Oh, you're depressed. Here's some medication. Blah, 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 blah. Right? 5 years later down the road, now you're terminally ill. You've lost a bunch of weight. You can't eat no more. You can't go for walks. You can't do anything. Right? And then another 5 years of battling and fighting for your life. 10 years has gone by and you find out that you're stage 4 terminal cancer. Terminal. And there's nothing that they can do for you. I have literally witnessed in my 30 years of life how many things could be wrong and could go wrong where it would lead to that. You know, I'm just seeing the doctors don't care, man. They don't care. They rush you. They rush you out. You know, they don't believe you ever, anything you tell them. They won't do the correct test. They do the basic blood testing, which fucking tests for nothing. Anything that's wrong with you is not going to show up in a basic blood test. You know what I mean? I literally went to the hospital and had them put that thing on my finger to check my, oxygen levels. And the lady, I couldn't breathe at the time. And the lady was like, "You're fine. There's nothing wrong with you." I ended up going in, seeing a doctor, them doing some actual blood work and showing that my oxygen levels were low and that there's also something wrong with my liver. And the lady in the front of the hospital literally treated me like a piece of shit, like I was some fucking drug addict coming there to look for fucking pain pills or some shit, and told me there's nothing wrong with me and I'm fine, when she was wrong. Now, you know how many people go to the hospital and how many people go to doctors and the doctors say there's nothing wrong with you and those people go home and die? Those doctors never find out about that. They don't know. The person leaves, they never come back, they're gone. You know what I mean? And this happens all the time. It's like mass genocide. There are so many things that a doctor could have done to prevent and avoid these things from happening. People from dying, people from actually dying. It could have been something simple that they could have done. A medication, a surgery, something, whatever. And people complain. They just say it's all in your head, it's just stress. And then people die, I've literally watched it. Being homeless for 15 years, you know how many people I've seen die? That were telling me, these, the doctors are stupid. Like, I see them going to the hospital all the time, coming back to the shelter, they go to sleep, and they're getting brought out in a body bag. And I'm like, holy fuck. I'm like, this is happening quite frequently in front of me in real life. And I'm thinking, these doctors don't see this part. They don't see that part. You know what I mean? And it's a nightmare, man. Like, I feel scared because I'm hitting that age, like 30. I'm having so many health problems that, think about it. Like, before modern medicine, before, we had all these abilities to help people. People were dying from stupid shit, like a fucking wisdom tooth or an infection. I literally had an infected tooth, which got pulled later down the road, For 3 months, it was infected. So I was being poisoned by an infection for 3 months that could have killed me in 3 days. Like, people have died from having an infection in 3 days that just, got into the bloodstream, becomes a blood infection, and then you die. So it's like crazy shit. But like, I went to the hospital and they denied me penicillin. They wouldn't give me penicillin. Penicillin is just a mandatory standard thing to give people when they have an infection. It's free, you know what I'm saying? It saves lives, you know what I mean? Without penicillin, we would die from infection. You would get an infection, you're not going to overcome it, it's going to overcome you, you're going to die if you don't have penicillin. I went to a hospital for like 3 months non-stop until they would give me penicillin, and then finally I threatened them. I said, you know what, if I leave here today, I'm making a video and I'm putting your name in it, doctor blah 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 so and so from this hospital, and you're going to be held liable or responsible if something happens to me. If I die from an infection, when I came here and showed that I'm here and I have a severe infection that could be spreading into my blood, not to mention in my brain when it's in your tooth, and I'm sick from an infection, and you're refusing me penicillin, and I've been coming here for months with an infection, and there's nowhere else for me to go to get help. And if I die, that's on you, bro. Here's your face. I put his face right in the video, and I don't care. I'm gonna call cops, call security, you fucking punk bitch. You know what I mean? I'm gonna start pulling cards, bro. These doctors need to get fucking punched, like slapped, beat up, traumatized. You know what I'm saying? They need to get fucking hurt because they're killing people and they're allowing people to fucking die. You know what I'm saying? I just watched multiple videos of people, suffering and dying, saying that, there's something wrong with me, and doctors are just, ignoring them or saying it's nothing or it's in your head, and doing the wrong tests, doing the wrong surgeries, causing more damage. You know what I mean? Like, I had a doctor cut this huge white thing out of my back. There was a lump on my back. He did a surgery in the office, cut that thing out. At first, he's like, oh, it's probably just a cyst or an infection in there. Cuts it open, nothing comes out. It's a white, hard, solid ball of whatever it is. So he cuts that out, and I took a picture of it as proof that came out of me, and I had a bad feeling. And you know what happened? He said he was going to send it into the lab to find out what it was, but it's probably a cyst, right? It's been almost a year. He never said a word to me ever again about that. I've asked him multiple times about that. Oh, I didn't get the results back. He said in a couple of weeks. It's been almost a year. Now, if that was cancerous, I have just delayed my ability to fight against that if it was cancerous, because it's probably spreading through my body since he fucking cut it out of my body and didn't give a fuck about what it was. If that were the case, right? And he just delayed me a year from being able to start my fight and my battle with that shit. You know what I'm saying? If you know, then you know you need to aggressively attack this shit the same way as it's attacking you. You need to fight for your life. And you shorted me a year already out of that by not giving me the results. There is no excuse for this to be happening, period. And you want to cut something out of my body, bro, and not tell me what that is and then disregard me like I ain't shit? I will beat you up for that. I will fucking go in that office and punch you in your shit and fucking send you flying. And I don't give a fuck if I go to jail. I really just don't. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people deserve to get hurt, bro. And the people that are getting hurt and that are dying and getting sick because the doctors don't deserve to get hurt and fucking, disregarded and sloughed off and their health not taken seriously. It's literally just laziness. It's not like they're overcapacitated and they can't handle it. It's they're just lazy. They're used to just being like, yeah, okay, whatever. No, you're good. Here, get out. Next person. He just got paid a shitload of money for that person. He's trying to make as much money as he can by shorting the amount of time that he spends per client. So that way he makes more money than more effort than he's putting in. You know what I'm saying? And people are dying as a result. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, doctors, man, especially in Victoria, BC, and in BC in general. I've been all over British Columbia. It was the same thing everywhere I went. People were just getting left to die. Left, right, and center. Improper practices, everything. It's just a nightmare. And this is Canada. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I can't get healthcare where I am. 7 years I've lived out here and couldn't get a family doctor. Still don't have one. And the one that I finally did get is a fucking moron. You know, cut some shit on my back, never told me what it was. Huge white thing, this big. Gave me 3 different, he was the worst one, because at least the other ones, the other doctors that diagnosed me, actually tried to figure out what the problem was. Like, the first one did, the second one, whatever, and then the third one was just like an idiot. Like, he just, like, the most irrelevant, unrelated diagnosis to what my symptoms were. Like, I could be like, my knee hurts. He'd be like, okay, I'll give you, or like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, let me check your arm out and make sure your arm's okay. Motherfucker, I said my knee hurts. Oh, but maybe it's your arm that's causing the knee pain. Like, bro, it makes no sense. 0 sense. These doctors are imbeciles, bro. Doctors have no real education. Their education is void, fraudulent, okay? And they're literally taught in a way that contributes to basically population reduction. You know what I mean? Because that's the only thing I can figure out. Why would doctors intentionally misdiagnose people or delay their ability to fight a disease or sickness, or, you know, not take their health seriously and slough them off for 5 years, 10 years, until they become terminal, and then they say, oh, we can't help you, sorry. Motherfucker, I was here 5 years ago telling you there was something wrong. Now you're telling me I got stage 4 cancer and there's nothing you can do for me. Fucking smash, goof. You know what I mean? Like, I'm telling you, bro. Somebody's got to do it, man. Like, you know what I mean? For real. Somebody's got to go into these fucking clinics and just start fucking backhanding fucking doctors. Like, straight up. But I get it. Maybe some of them are innocent. Maybe some of them fucking don't even know that they've been deceived in their field. Maybe some of them have good intent, but they're fucking, lazy. I don't know. You know what I mean? But I can't keep making excuses for these motherfuckers when people are dying. And I'm going through hell with my health, and they won't help me and a lot of these things were simple fixes. Could have gave me penicillin. I had an infection for 3 months. A young man my age could have died from an infection because the health system wouldn't give me penicillin, something that's mandatory and standard in Canada, and they just give it out freely. I could have went anywhere else and got it. Oh yeah, you got an infection, here you go. Here's some penicillin, here's a prescription. Make sure you take that right away. You know what I mean? But out here, they'll just let you die. It's intentional. It's malicious. They know what they're doing. Like, you can just literally go and experience it yourself. But honestly, man, like, I'm so sick of it, And it's not good when I'm, finally, you get through your 20s, now I'm 30. You didn't really need a doctor that much. I have not seen a family doctor. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm 30 years old. I could have everything wrong with me and not know. And I've been complaining for 5-10 years. My life has changed dramatically from multiple health issues that hasn't been resolved. I've told doctors all over the place, that this is consuming my life. It's taking my life over. My life is no longer the same. You know what I mean? I can't exercise the way I used to because I'm limited from the health issue that I'm having. And it's getting worse, and so is my health because of it. So it is degrading and deteriorating my health over a period of time, slower and slower, because it's unresolved, undiagnosed. You know what I'm saying? And I've been all over BC. So one day, if I don't overcome whatever's happening to me and something happens to me, just know that I've been going to doctors for health issues for the last 10 years, and my life has changed in multiple ways because of my health. And I can't fix it by myself, and doctors won't fix it. And I feel like I'm undiagnosed with a lot of things that I have that are completely destroying my health and my life. That could probably prevent it, which could lead to, my demise, and it's because of the health system here in British Columbia. So just know that, right? Innocent people are dying. Young people are dying. People that could have lived another 60 years are dying because of the fault of these doctors and their ignorance and their lack of care, and just completely just being lazy. you know, putting money over people's health, you know. Everything's about money, and that's the thing, you know. It's nasty. The medical system and the health system is the nastiest, especially in BC. And I literally, like, I'm good where I'm at right now, you know. I don't want to leave, you know what I'm saying. I'm good where I'm at in my life right now, and I literally feel threatened by the fact that I can't get health care. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I'm going to have to leave. I'm going to have to move to a different part of the country just to be safe in a place where I can actually get health care from doctors that care, from doctors that actually, you know, have up-to-date practices and stuff like that, and doctors that are not lazy and ignorant, you know. And I can't get that here in BC, so I'm literally considering, like, for my health's sake, I might have to get rid of everything. I might have to start over again. I was homeless a year ago. You know what I mean? Now I got a place, but I can't get my health taken care of. And the doctors out here are fucking imbeciles. They're literally fucking retarded. They're fucking dumb. They literally, and they're ignorant, and they're fucking rude, and they're wrong. You know? I went to 3 different doctors. They gave me 3 different diagnoses from something that are you fucking kidding me? That was proof to me. That was just proof. I was like, I just proved my theory. There's no way, it should be impossible to go to 3 doctors and get 3 different diagnoses for something, and all 3 of them are wrong, and I know that. And I took medication for things that I don't even have from a misdiagnosis. So I'm taking medication, or I took medication for something that wasn't even wrong with me. So you're just getting people to take shit for no reason? Like, that's really good for somebody? You know what I mean? So, that's my rant. I'm fucking pissed, man. I literally want to just fucking go and hurt people, man. I want to go and fucking slap doctors in their fucking faces and wake them up and be like, you fucking goof pieces of shit, fucking goofs. You're letting people die, young people die. Like, yo, stop being a lazy bum, you fucking goof. Bang! Punch right in your shit, you fucking goof. I don't even care if you're fucking old, you fucking piece of shit. Just because you got to live your whole life. You know what I mean? Why are you in this fucking profession, you goof? If you don't want to help people. If you want to be lazy. You don't want to investigate people's health issues, and you want to take people seriously. You're going to disregard them and let them go home and fucking die because you're a goof piece of shit. I hope you guys share this video with any fucking medical person that you can, because you know what? Eventually bad things are going to start happening to them if that's the way they're going to do, you know, treat people. People are dying, bro. When people are in a survival state, you know, and you're going to maliciously do, that's malicious, bro. And it's in a worse way. You know, you're going to make a mistake on somebody in a surgery and cut a nerve that's going to change the rest of their life, and they can't feel their face for the rest of their life, and it's just like, oh, sorry, it was a very rare thing that happened. This shit happens all the time. Doctors are killing people. Giving them the wrong doses, hooking up the wrong IVs. Like, yeah, mistakes can happen. You know what I mean? But, you know, it's you can tell it's intentful and it's malicious, and they don't want to take responsibility. They rush you. They don't want to deal with you. They don't want to deal with anything. They blame it on you, say it's a mental illness. And if you challenge them, then they'll put something on your file that says you're an aggressor. Put a purple dot there, and which I know because, I know somebody personally that, you know, worked in the hospitals out here, and they told me, this is part of their training about the purple dot. So if you say anything to them, then you're going to be disregarded for the rest of your life from that establishment. It's going to be permanently on your file. People will think that they're going to automatically treat you as a mental illness instead of actually try to find the core of the issue, the health problem that you're having, which is causing distress in your life, which is causing you to challenge the establishment, and then them literally call you mentally unstable and then write you off. And then you go die somewhere. It could all be prevented and avoided. People could live full lives. Seriously. What's the point of the medical system if anything it contributes to the early death of most young people and to the neglect of older people? Like, it's crazy. That's all I gotta say, man. Shit, you know. Create awareness, start challenging doctors. Literally call them the fuck out, because you're not gonna get medical care anyways. If you're worried about losing your doctor and then you're really fucked, well, guess what? You're already fucked. You might as well just slap a motherfucker. You know what I mean? Just fucking teach him something that's going to stick with him for the rest of his life. He's going to think about his career choice after that. You know what I mean? He's going to get slapped or punched. I mean, you're going to go to jail because these guys are fucking rat goofs anyways, right? But fucking goofs. You're going to fucking mass genocide and kill people, and then when you get slapped or punched, you're going to run and hide behind the law and call the cops, you fucking pussy. You're a coward. I hate cowards. I think they should all get smashed into the fucking dirt. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe it. Fuck, I know gangsters that have more heart than these motherfuckers. That have killed people. Intentionally, like, fucking shot someone in their fucking face. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but these guys, you know, at least I respect that guy that'll run up and blow someone's fucking head off, because at least he fucking shows you what he's doing. Like, these guys will fucking do something wrong to your medication to kill you, or oh, sorry, I made a mistake in the surgery, now you're fucking crippled for the rest of your, oh, sorry, you don't have no feeling in your face anymore, oh, it was just a rare accident. Meanwhile, he's using old practices that aren't even used anymore. Killing people. Mass genocide is what the medical system is doing, and then they write you off as mentally unstable, so that way you have no credibility in the system, and then you're definitely going to die anyway. So yeah, I think people should start getting slapped and fucking punched. Maybe they need to wake the fuck up. The law needs to stop protecting fucking, you know, these fucking serial killer fucking motherfuckers that are claiming to be here to help, and they're capitalizing financially. It's fucking disgusting, man. I can't believe it. Can't even believe it. It's a nightmare. Canada, the last place you can go to get healthcare, which is supposed to be free. In BC, it's not. You gotta pay for it. What the fuck are you guys talking about? Free healthcare in fucking Canada. I just went to the scene. When you go to the hospital, it says right on the thing, it's gonna cost you $250 just to talk to a fucking blah blah. It's gonna cost you $500 to get checked for this. Like, it costs money. There's a monthly insurance automatically when you become a BC resident of like $160. Automatically you get billed every single month. I'm under a certain tax bracket, and I'm not even that insurance doesn't apply to certain people under a certain tax bracket, and I'm under that bracket, and they still charge me for like 5 years and stack that up against me, the government. I went to do my taxes, H&R Block, and they know my income, so I told them that, and they said, let's call them and tell them, and I'll vouch for you that, you know, this is H&R Block, and we know his income, and he falls below the tax bracket for you guys to be charging them this health insurance. Why are you doing that? You're putting him in debt unnecessarily. They literally on the phone were like, yeah, well, we're going to just keep doing it anyways. Like, the H&R Block guy told them, like, you know what I mean? Like, he falls below the tax bracket of where you can be charging him this health insurance. Why are you charging him? They literally, it was like they were just gangsters. They were like, yeah, fuck you, bitch, what? Yeah, we're robbing you and we're going to keep robbing you. Pussy, what? Click. It was basically like if they said that, but in a professional way. You could tell they were being malicious. I hate fucking cowards, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, all these fucking people that are doing this pussy ass shit, I could beat them up. How are you gonna cut something out of my back, not tell me what that is, and then disregard me like I'm some punk bitch? You just cut me. I'm gonna cut you now, motherfucker. Bing! There goes your fucking nose, bitch. Knock your fucking eyebrow off, pussy. You know what I mean? Bro, some people deserve to get beat up. This British Columbia pussy ass shit out here is fucking highly against fucking violence and shit. Fuck that, bro. No one's gonna help you in this world. You know, a lot of people need to get fucking, you know what I mean? Defosed. I already went through that shit in my life, man. That's probably why I'm so fucking, you know what I mean? Like, yo, I had to take beatings when I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? When I was not, you know, took a slap here and there. But, you know, by the older OGs. And that taught me a lesson, man. That fucking showed me where I was wrong. Somebody could have been like, you're wrong. And I would have been like, I don't give a fuck. And I just would have kept going. Bam! You get to fucking take a slap. And then you're like sitting in that for a while. You're like, fuck. You know what I mean? Some people need a slap. Some people need to get stomped the fuck out. And these professionals that are killing people and letting people die never get touched because they're fucking protected by the law. But in the streets, all this fucking, like, say, you know, I'm in a homeless shelter, but, you know, they don't give a fuck about us. We can all punch each other out and stab each other if we want, you know what I mean? And they'll just be like, whatever. Like, you go and slap a fucking doctor, you're gonna get 10 years. I go to the homeless shelter and fucking slap a fucking, a fucking homeless guy, and then fucking the cops come and say, what do you do? Oh, he's beaking off. So I slapped him. Okay, well, you go home and fucking he'll go that way. So why can't I go and slap a doctor for fucking cutting me open and taking some shit out of me and then not telling me what it is and then acting like I'm an idiot for asking? You deserve to get slapped for that, bro. You know what I mean? Fucking motherfuckers are getting away with way too much, man. People are dying, man. You get to live your little fucking comfortable life, getting paid to do fuck all except for kill people. You fucking goofs. Share this with a doctor. Email it to all the fucking clinics. Share it with all these pieces of shit goofs. They need to get called out. They need to feel accountable for what they're doing wrong. They're fucking hurting people. And they think they're smart and they think they're slick. They think they're fucking clever. And one day somebody's gonna jump over the counter and punch their fucking face in. You fucking coward goof bitches. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, it's unfortunate, And you might think, oh, this guy's fucking crazy, he's acting irrational or whatever. But you know what? If this was happening to you in your world, in your life, and your life was at risk, and you know what I mean, your health was being neglected by the medical system, and you were being treated unfairly, and then you started to act out of character, and then on top of that, as soon as you do that, after you've taken the abuse for a couple of years, right, and then as soon as you stand up for yourself and you say anything that's out of character, all of a sudden you're the fucking bad guy now, you're mentally unstable, and we're putting a purple dot on your fucking file. No, you guys are mentally ill, you're mentally unstable, you're a fucking medical doctor, and you're neglecting people's health, you're disregarding their fucking symptoms, and you're doing incorrect practices, and you're being lazy, and it's causing people to die. And that's not mentally unstable? That's not mentally ill? That's not irrational? Of course, because they do it in a professional way. I do it in a fucking real authentic way. Slap you in your fucking face and call you a bitch. You know what I mean? People are soft as fuck. I hate this fucking place. Pussies. Goofs.